Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. What you see in front of you is a screen that I don't envy, but a screen that a few people that have been pulling their proverbial hair out in the arena said, Prof, you really need to make a video about this because it's changed for me since Cyber Week, but because you have such a bigger roster than me, you probably aren't noticing it. And my takeaway is, okay, let me try it. So here's the arena experiment. I'm someone who does well in the arena because I have one of the deepest rosters, internet phrases, in the game. I have so many rank 5, 6 stars. In general, 7 stars. Not the most rank 2 7 stars, but still a good collection of both. And so taking rank 3 6 stars and rank 4 6 stars into the arena is something I barely do now because I have enough of a deep roster with my rank 4 and rank 5 6 stars, my rank 1 and my rank 2 7 stars, to where I can get all of the milestones easily over the course of a 3-day period with just those. But several people say, Prof, the only way that I can get free units in the arena is to use my best champions for the infinite streak. But what used to be fair matchups with my rank 3 6 stars are now turning into nightmare matchups when I get to the hardest part of the matchups, which is, for starters, a win streak of 10 to 15. But I was told that people are seeing these kind of matches even when the win streak is not 10 to 15, but like 35 to 40. If you don't do the arena, this is going to mean nothing to you. You're probably going to roll your eyes and say, suck it up. You don't have to play it. And that's true. And I am not really affected by this because I look at this and say, ooh, that was a bad idea. I need to wait for my best champions to refresh, to jump back in, and then I'll have an easier time. But what happens if these are your best champions? Because the uncollected title is what triggers the better, quote-unquote, arenas, the 6-star basic and the 6-star featured arena. So what chances do those uncollected and Cavalier and maybe even Thronebreaker and heck, maybe even some Paragon players have to keep their infinite streak alive in the arena if rank 3 6 stars now trigger rank 3 7 stars and a rank 5 6 star that, look, Hercules is not the toughest defender, but with his awakened ability, he's still annoying and he's still going to take quite a bit of time to get down. So just to give you an idea of how difficult this was for me, the second match, the Vision Arcus versus Killmonger, I thought I fought perfectly, but Killmonger has so much health. This Luminous, shout out to Luminous, who is a sizzling specter in the XMGII Alliance. Well, somehow, by the grace of God and a few skills, I was able to survive this. I had fought perfectly, but I took so much damage on just Killmonger's defensive utility, that reverberation, that I was at 26% and he was at 73%. Now, the good news is I did eventually win this match, but it was so long and so not worth it that I instantly thought, this sucks. And I think Kabam's Grand Arena plan is working to perfection because they don't like the fact that the infinite streak exists. And I think for so many players, they want to actually discourage them from doing the arena because it costs them money. The arena is the blue-collar best way for free-to-play players and low spenders to have the ability to buy greater banquet crystals for the gifting event, assuming you are, of course, Conqueror level 40, without having to spend cash or feel bad that cash is not being spent. So I tried it, and for those of you that said I would see this, well, you can see in front of you. You were absolutely right. It wasn't that I doubted you, but I just hoped that it wasn't true. And this really makes me think that I'm not going to feel too comfortable about using rank 3 6 stars again in any part of the win streak because it's not worth it to lose your infinite streak when you trigger this. And make no mistake about it, if I hadn't fought really well, I would have won the first match against Hercules and lost the next two. And that's just not something that is making my game experience any better, but I think that's the point. The point is to make it worse, so you say, oh, the arena, screw that. That's not worth the time to put in. I'll just spend cash and charge my credit card whenever the next offer comes available. And so you're kind of doing yourself a favor in a way by not having to go through the DMV of MCOC, as that's what I call the arena. But at the same time, you're also spending cash that maybe you wouldn't have had you had more free units. So it's a great plan. Now that we have rank 3 7 stars, this is something that we're going to see a lot more of, but you just have to be prepared for it. Rank 3 6 stars now trigger rank 3 7 stars, and if you think that's going to easily be winnable with the health and the attack that Killmonger and America Chavez have, I just try it out yourself, and you might realize pretty quickly it is not something you want to ever do again.